there's always a note in the captain's wallet. It reads, "Better late than a disaster." But on this day, just after he piloted the airliner out of the airport, it was hit by the worst nightmare for any plane, a flock of birds. The engine burst into flames, and the entire power system went dead in an instant. Worse still, both engines were severely damaged. The captain didn't know the exact state of the engines, only that the thrust was dropping rapidly. Every move he made next would determine the lives of 155 passengers. In that critical moment, he didn't hesitate to activate the backup power, bringing the cabin back to normal. The flight crew calmly reassured the passengers. The airport told the co-pilot to quickly take out the inspection manual and find the emergency procedures for engine failure, while the captain radioed the control tower for help. The tower reacted immediately, ordering all flights to ground and clearing the runway to open a return path for flight 1549. But the captain, with 42 years of flying experience, knew that trying to return at their current altitude was a death sentence. The only way out was an emergency landing on the Hudson River. When air traffic controllers heard Captain Sully's decision, they strongly objected because the success rate of a river landing was almost zero. To make matters worse, the tower lost contact with the plane. Facing this sudden communication blackout, the captain realized he couldn't rely on outside help anymore. It was all on him. The plane was closing in on the water, but the captain stayed calm. The co-pilot assisted fully, passengers whispered prayers, and some left final messages. The captain adjusted the landing angle one last time. Then the plane slammed into the water at high speed. Miraculously, it didn't break apart or capsize. After sliding a short distance, it stopped steady in the middle of the river. But the harsh test wasn't over. Though the plane was temporarily safe, icy water and unpredictability still threatened the passengers. The captain rushed to the cabin, ordering everyone to put on life vests and evacuate quickly and orderly. Water flooded in instantly, covering the windows. The plane could sink any second. Flight attendants, even with injured legs, ignored their pain and jumped into evacuation work. Front doors opened, life rafts deployed, emergency exits were unlocked, and passengers stood on the wings waiting for rescue. But one terrified passenger jumped into the river, trying to swim to shore. They forgot it was winter with temperatures below zero. Soon, the plane started sinking from the water's erosion. The captain went through the cabin, handing out life vests and blankets to boost survival chances in the cold. Nearby Coast Patrol spotted them, and air rescue was on the way. But the captain stayed in the cabin, checking every corner until he confirmed all passengers were out. Then he was the last to leave. Patrol boats pulled up to the wings, and passengers were rescued one by one. A sky marshal jumped into the freezing water without hesitation to save the arrogant passenger who jumped in. With everyone working together, the emergency rescue ended in just 20 minutes. But once on land, the captain couldn't calm down. The mayor and police chief tried to greet him, but he only cared about one number, 155. He needed to confirm everyone was safe. But with the chaos, it was impossible to get an exact count. At the co-pilot's urging, he went to the hospital for a checkup. Just then, the union president brought important news. That's when the captain finally relaxed.